If you're suffering because of time change, you're not alone. It's brutal. Every year, it's brutal. I am struggling. That hour, and I get up early anyway because I have to, but it's still painful every year. The spring forward time change hurts like hell every year. And today, like yesterday, doesn't really count because you don't really go anywhere. Some people do, but if you don't have your like normal Monday through Friday routine, it doesn't really hurt as much as the Monday after the time change. This whole week is usually like painful for me. But what I notice is not the traffic, even though there's traffic, don't get me wrong, but the traffic is lighter than usual. That means a lot of people did not get up when the time changed this morning. They were struggling. Like a lot of people, they just didn't make it. That's what happened. They didn't make it out the house. They were like, I'm not gonna make it. So, thanks. Okay, so let's see if I can make this turn because this truck is waiting for me. Are you gonna let me go? All right. So, yeah. So if you're struggling this morning, yeah, this is pretty much. I don't know why the United States keeps doing this. Like, there's no reason for it. Like, what is the point of changing the time every 6 months to make us suffer? Like, it's just why? I hate it. I hate this. I hate how tired I feel right now. I hate how confused my body is. I hate how everybody outside looks confused and tired. It's awful. And this is not coffee. It should be. I should be drinking coffee, but I'm drinking my normal tea because I'm not trying to. I don't know. I might have coffee tomorrow. I don't know. It's gonna be a rough week. But anyway, the thing I wanted to chat about this morning because there's so much going on in the world. But Doechii went on a internet program called Hot Ones, and they asked her what her dating red flags are, and she wrote down straight men. And since then, like people have been losing their minds. Like, well, no, correction. Straight men have been losing their minds because she said straight men to her are red flags. And I think it's funny because I thought it was hilarious. Like personally, when I saw what she said, I cracked up. I thought that was really funny. She was talking about herself and what red flags are for her. She's a bisexual woman. And so her red flags are straight men. Now, don't get me wrong, straight men, they do have a lot of red flags, but it was funny. Like I don't think that the straight men who are so angry and upset right now and they're all like I made a post about it cuz I thought it was funny. Um like I thought it was hilarious and the men are just so angry about the straight men are so upset. And it's like they're upset because suddenly people, well, women are like, yeah, like agreeing with her. And I guess, I don't know, fellas, listen, patriarchy and sexism, as women navigate it all the time, are like, we're tired of you all just constantly doing things that are red flags. So for her to say it out loud was one, it was hilarious, but two, it was actually like confirming what a lot of women feel all the time. That it's really, it's like women are dating, if you're a straight woman and you date men, you're basically dating your predator. The thing that is most likely to harm you is a man. And so for Doechii to say this out loud and confirm what a lot of women are feeling is very it's hilarious, but it's comforting too. And so there's the reaction to it, all the negative reactions to her saying this confirms that straight men are red flags. I just want you guys to know that. Like you guys actually made it so what she said was true. Cause even like I said, I posted about it and it had so many dudes like really upset, and a lot of them were like, "Well, what if we said that about the gay community?" And like, I don't know if you're a straight man, a gay man might be, or a gay woman might be a red flag for you. It it doesn't upset me for you to say that, because that pretty much makes sense. Because if you're a straight man, why would you date a gay woman? So it doesn't make sense. You see what I'm saying? Like it doesn't translate the way you thought it would. You guys are so always, and oh my gosh, like the straight men thing. It's like you guys, the people who are the beneficiaries of you know, systems of oppression. So the oppressors who benefit from oppression. I mean, you guys are so sensitive. Like everything that people say about you, you just like start screaming and want to play victim. And it's like you benefit from these systems of oppression. And as soon as somebody says, hey, you benefit from it or you're problematic, then you guys are like freaking out. And it's like instead of freaking out, what men really need to do, or straight men really need to do, was sit with that for a bit and be like, wow, why does she think we're red flags? What's going on with us that makes her say this out loud? And so many women agree with her. Like, that's what you guys should have done. You should have sat with that and tried to figure out, hey, what are we doing as a group to make bisexual women feel this way, to make straight women feel this way? Like, what are we doing? And how can we fix it so that we're not making women feel like this? Like, what is it? But that's not what men do. That's not, self-reflection is not like a, it's not like a straight male or anybody who benefits from, you know, systemic oppression. It's not like a thing that you guys do. It's like you guys don't sit with and like figure out why you're problematic. That's just not, self-reflection is not your strong suit. And I know this, but I still thought it was, I thought it was great she said it. Some people were like, it was just a marketing ploy. Well, it was brilliant. Even if it was a marketing ploy, her name is everywhere right now. So kudos if it was a marketing technique, if it was just like she just said it because it was true, whatever it was, it opened up a brilliant conversation, and I've enjoyed it. Um, I think it's funny. Like I said, it was very humorous to me. So I don't understand why the men are so upset. But, well, I do. I do. I understand that men don't take critique well. Straight men have a hard time taking critique, especially from women. Critique from women is like just, it's just too much. And I mean, and like even with that, like it's funny to me how men are so upset that women can talk about them and critique them and talk about patriarchy and sexism. And then they'll at the same time get upset because the same patriarchy and sexism is oppressing them in terms of like not allowing them to express themselves emotionally, or not allowing them to use each other as platonic comfort or whatever it may be. Like, men are being caged by patriarchy and sexism too, and they don't like it and they complain about it. And when women point out, oh yeah, that's patriarchy that's doing that to you, then you get all upset and angry about it. It's like these systems of oppression, they oppress you too, but you still benefit from them. And you don't want to give up the benefits. You want to still be able to oppress, but you still want to be able to like, oh, but this is hurting me and I don't like it hurting me. Well, you know, like dismantle it and maybe it won't hurt you. That's what you have to do. There is a big bus next to me, you guys. Oh my God. The highway is, oh, by the way, traffic is getting thicker. So that means that people are waking up. Because when I first got out here, before I dropped off my daughter, it was not that many people out here. But now there is. But yeah, you gotta like understand how these systems of oppression affect everybody every single day, all the time. And they're harmful. And, you know, instead of being upset at women for pointing it out, this is harmful, because that's what women are doing. We're like, hey, this is harmful to everyone, especially us. We're being harmed. Instead of being mad that women are like, yeah, this doesn't work. And in a way that women are checking out, I love it. I love how women are like decentering men. And like these men are like cutting up on the internet. Like they'll be in my comments screaming and hollering, and I just ignore them because they're not important. Very upset that women are decentering them in everything. And it's like, what do I do? I'm not the center of attention anymore. And the women are, they're having fun without us. And saying that you're going to die alone with cats is not hurting them. And it's just too much. It's like, women are really, especially black women are really doing the work to like make our lives great. and kind of just decenter everybody, whiteness, men, all of this happening, and moving forward in a way that's just like it's like the chef's kiss. I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying the decentering of men. I am enjoying men living lovely lives, happily single, no kids. Like I love it. I love it. I love it. I think it's great. I'm dealing with a lot of traffic, so I'm paying attention while I'm talking. But yeah, it's just, the men are, who know, won't they think of the men? I find it hilarious. Like I keep cracking up every time I log on and see all the men all upset about what she said. I just crack up. Because really, what did she say? She said that straight men were a red flag for her, a bisexual woman. Like, how is that not hilarious? And how does that not make sense to you? Like, it makes perfect sense to me. And like I said, even as a woman, as a straight woman who dates men, I get it. I get it. Men are dangerous to women. Like, and I know men are like, oh, but not all men. It doesn't matter that you say not all men because so many are dangerous. We can't tell the difference. We can't. We can't tell the difference. And so if you don't get that you don't get that, you as a man need to start checking men and saying, hey, you fellas are acting so terribly. You're making it bad for all of us, and we need to fix this. That's not what you guys are doing. That's what you should be doing, but that's not what you all are doing. You guys are like, no, telling the women, you don't be like that. No, we're women are moving in such a way that I love right now because this is, I would say in the last decade, where they're like, nah, we're good. We're not dealing with this. We're protecting ourselves. We're keeping men out of our spaces. This is great. And it's working because I don't know if men will actually change. I don't know. But living with the consequences of women decentering them is really affecting men. Like men are losing their shit online. It's funny to watch how men like absolutely lose their minds. Like women just just existing. Women don't even have to say anything about men, but women just existing. Like if they post their happy single lives, there's a bunch of men in the comments like losing it because she's happy and single and living her life. That shows me that men are not able to deal with the consequences of women checking out of their lives. Like men can't sustain without women's free labor. And it's harder on the men. It's not hard on the women because women are used to taking care of things and taking care of themselves. Well, not taking care of themselves, but now taking the energy that they used to put into men and families and stuff like that and putting it on ourselves is making men struggle. And they're not really. It's just men are only struggling because they're expecting women to cater to them. Like when they stop doing that, when men become independent men, that's when you'll see a change. When men learn to take care of themselves, take care of their emotional well-being, and take care of their homes, and actually become likable, you'll see a change if that happens. When men start holding other men accountable for their behavior, like if those things happen, who knows? Maybe women will start, actively wanting to be in relationships with men again. But right now, you know, birth rates are declining and women are choosing not to be in relationships or get married, and I just think it's great. I love it. I think it's awesome. And I every time a woman, especially a black woman, says something that gets the men on the internet in a frenzy, I just laugh. Because why are y'all so upset? Like, just relax. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. But you guys are really like, the red flag thing really triggered them. It really triggered the men. The men are super upset. And it's probably because it's true, because you guys went and just proved her right. Like the amount of men just saying negative things, especially if women commented about it. Like I said, I made a post, there's a bunch of men on my post, like just showing their red flags, just waving them proudly because she was right. She was right. She was right. They're a bunch of red flags. And I think it's hilarious. Anyway, if you're suffering through the time change, you're not alone. I'm going to go in this gym and hopefully this yoga like wakes me up. I'm hoping. I don't know if it's going to work. I still got to make it through the entire day. And it's brutal. Like I feel so sleepy right now. Maybe tomorrow I'll put coffee in my cup. We shall see. And now I have to find a parking space. And I see one opening up. And I hope so. No, they can't handle loss, Bridget. You're right. I just happen to see that. They can't. Men can't. They can't. They're not used to having to take care. Like as much as men claim to be leaders, especially of the household. The truth is, women are the leaders of the household. Women are the decision makers for the home. Women do all of the planning in the home. It's like all of the stuff that they say men do, women are actually the ones that are doing it. And this is a space, so I'm gonna take this. And now that women are like I said, women are like checking out of the foolishness and saying, nah, we're not doing this anymore. It's gonna take me a while to get in this space, y'all. Actually, I think I'm gonna back into it because I came at it at the wrong angle. Because I didn't see it till too late. Okay, that's better. Let's see. How are we doing? Yes, I'm backing into my space and losing my train of thought. But yeah, women are like leading their households and doing all the work that men claim that they were doing. But men can't even make a decision in the home without asking their wives. How many times does that happen? They don't even know their own medical history, a lot of men. Women know their own medical history, all the children's medical history, their husband's medical history, all of those things. But somehow, men got the label of leader. How did that happen? Patriarchy is how it happened. But that's just the foolishness that women put up with, and the things that women are rejecting now. Like, I love how women are rejecting patriarchy, rejecting the idea that men are leaders, rejecting all of the stuff, all of the nonsense that patriarchy lied about. And then also at the same time, women are decentering men in their lives, especially single women, especially young women. They're focused on what they want to do. They're not focusing on guys at all. Marriage is not a priority. I love this. I love this change. And I'm watching, like I said, it's funny watching the men have meltdowns instead of self-reflection. Because self-reflection would say, why are women choosing to not deal with us? Men are not doing that. They're not self-reflecting. They're just like, oh, uh, the women are not knowing their place and they need to get back in their place. Dude, women know their place. They know that we know that we're the leaders, that we take care of everything and everybody. We know how valuable our labor is, and we've decided collectively we're going to keep it for ourselves and for our children, and we're no longer tolerating male behavior. And I have to say, I think the internet and social media made this movement happen because women could share stories of how, like, for example, what do they call it? Um, when the guys, like, try to do a job badly. I can't even think of the term. Do a job badly so they don't have to do it again. I'll remember it later. But all of these things, all the stories that women are able to share with each other because of social media, that's why women are changing, because we were able to talk to each other and work together and be like, hey, you're going through that too? Me too. You know what? I'm not going to do this anymore. And it's working. I love it. It's working. So as women are moving forward and doing better in school, in their careers, like, all of these things are happening. That's why it's just this big conservative push to push women back in the home and take them out of the workforce, because it's working. Women moving forward and changing things, it's actually working. So the men are like, like I said, instead of collectively saying, hey, we need to work on ourselves, they're going, oh, the women are not doing what they're supposed to do. Well, yeah, tough deal. That's life. Anyway, I am getting ready to go into this gym, and hopefully this time change. Like I said, I can just see the exhaustion in my face. That hour of sleep, I need that hour of sleep. I am going to go in this gym and try this yoga and hope this yoga wakes me up. It may or may not work, but I still have to make it through the entire day. I hope you all make it through the entire day. I know I'm not the only one suffering the time change. It sucks. It's brutal. I hate it so much. Um, as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you are on social media, please follow me. I'm on I am so tired. I am on Facebook and Twitter as Kai Nicole. I am on Instagram and Threads as Kai Fly Mommy. I'm also on Blue Sky as Kai Nicole. So follow me wherever you are. Follow me. Send me messages. Oh, and I put a post up. I'm still working on it. I found a bunch of messages from the past year sent to my website where I was not notified. So if you send me a message on my website, I apologize for not replying. I didn't know your message was there, and I'm going through them slowly, trying to reply to everyone. So, thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. And yeah, so let me go in here and try to get through this day. Yeah, hang in there. Keep laughing, ladies, because the men, they're not okay. But the joy that we get from watching them like freak out is great. It's hilarious, and it's entertaining. And yeah, enjoy. So as I struggle to get off of here. Anyway, peace, y'all.